show respect, you get respect. You disrespect, you get disrespect.
It's just our heart. Grit, grind.
Hey, kid, I gotta make it, kid. This out the mud, man.
Man, welcome back. Part 2, Out the Mud. Coming from the grindhouse. Man, you know what it is. With my boy, First Team, you already know what's going on.
Let's do it, man. Out the mud, man. Don't look down.
Just look around. It is. So picking off where we left off at, bro. 2012, we lost. And we had that chip on our shoulder coming back in 2013, right? So that season, we come back with a chip on our shoulder.
Yeah, they kicked our ass.
Yeah, they did. But we come back during the season, we kicking ass, taking names, and during the season, we battling, and we end up with the Clippers again, right?
Yes.
So
it was definitely a situation where, we had these boys is in the way. These folks in our way, man. These folks is in our way.
So it was. And not only that, they talking shit too. So, like you said, we get back into the playoffs. The 2013 following year coming off a great season. And they got the same, they got the same players. You still, we got the same matchups. And I think we go down there the first 2 games.
A disaster, dude.
They fuck over us.
I can't front. You talking about the first 2 games, bro.
They fuck over us.
The first game we posed to 1, though, bro. I think we lost that motherfucker about 1 point.
So it's won it.
But that second game, actually,
the first game they blew us.
They blew us. They blew us the first game. The second game, I think we lost about 1 point. Chris Paul hit that game 1 on me, bro. They up we down 0-2. Killer, I ain't gonna lie. If I ain't had so much pride, bro, I would have been crying on that plane. That motherfucker Chris Paul hit. Coach had been saying, look, do not let him go right. Killer, this motherfucker hit a pick and roll going right, fade away, game. My boy Darrell Arthur supposed to have been contested that shot, man. I thought he'd been a more help side. Sent us home down 2, man. And it blew me, bro. It blew me, bro. Being down 0-2, but only thing kept me our confidence up in that series, bro. I ain't gonna lie. We came back home, bro. We was coming back home.
You come home to that motherfucking grindhouse.
You did.
Knowing what we expecting. The crowd be behind us, and they did. Yeah, like you said, that 0-2, going down 0-2, that took a funk out you, but we still believe. Cause we had that motherfucking green grind in, so we knew we had 2 here, so we come back with the mentality, let's just win 1. When we get back home, we're gonna take it 1 game at a time.
You remember that first practice?
Hell yeah.
I'm talking we got back upstairs.
Man, Coach.
What Coach said? If you don't want to tell him, I'll tell him.
Man, Coach. Man, tell him, man, because he said some shit, bro. He
Shout out Coach Hollins, man.
Shout out Coach, man.
We fuck with you long way, but man, I ain't gonna let we get back, man. Coach coming that motherfucker, man. We looking at film. He like, man, I'm tired of looking at this shit. Let's just go upstairs. He's so hot, bro. He 38 hot. He go upstairs, bro. And the first thing he say was, before we started even grab a basketball, first thing he say was, Tony Allen. He looked dead at me. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, yeah, nigga that hit a game winner on me. You gonna come straight at me? He said, man, fuck the game winner that Chris Paul hit on you. They're not even sticking you. Do something. I'm like, damn. So I'm like, you just gonna single me out? He looked dead at Zebo. I'm like, he like, Zebo, get a fucking rebound that matters. Quit telling Mike to move out to get rebounds. I'm like, damn. He looked dead at Mark. And Mark, who the fuck told you was Arvydas Sabonis? Get your ass in the paint and make some points. I'm like, damn. He looked dead at Mike Conley. Told Mike Conley, hey, Mike Conley, you know what happened to pussies? I'm like, damn, what he finna say to pussies? He said, they get fucked. I said, damn, Coach.
Coach can't raw them motherfuckers.
I couldn't believe. But see, I honored it though. Because I'm like, damn, all right, Coach, you a gangster. That's that tough love I've been looking for. That's the fucking tough love I've been looking for, because now I could go 100%. I go 100% for you, Coach. I can run through a wall. I can dive on, man, I could jump through this motherfucking, man, check-in table. What you want me to do, Coach? I'm ready to do that for you because you kept it real. And a lot of coaches nowadays ain't doing that today. Coach Hollins was a G. I ain't gonna lie. Coach Hollins, give your flowers. Shout out to Coach. Shout out to Coach Hollins. I'm gonna give your flowers. Man, but that specific practice, bro, you woke everybody up. I promise you woke me up. I don't know what he did to you that day. You remember that day?
Right, I remember that day. He came in, you know, he said the chairs on the side. You know, he should side of the court.
Chairs on the side, watch the film.
Sitting there, watch film. So, hell yeah, I remember that day. But like you said, when he got on our ass, I took it like, okay, let's go. Like, you know, he gonna be at me. He gonna come at me first. So I'm cool. We just got our ass kicked. We 0-2 in the playoffs. You know what I mean? We played tough. Chris Paul hit a tough shot. We had a good game that game. The last game we lost, we should have won, we felt. So coming back to Memphis, we had that confidence because we like, all right, fuck it. We lost that game, but we should have won. Coach got on our ass. All right. That shit lit a fire on us, bro. Came back, won that game. I think we came back, fucked over them. Second game, seen it in their chest. You know, they seen their chest caving. Then we ran through them, bro, and we won that series 4-2.
4 straight. We won 4 straight. Let's get that clear. We won 4 straight on
Straight
Clippers,
up,
man.
4.
Just in case y'all think it's still some beef, man. Hey, man, it's up there and it's stuck there, man. But I fuck with you, Chris Paul. Fuck with you, Blake Griffin. Shout out to DeAndre Jordan. Them boys was definitely one of our rivalries, man. And I ain't gonna lie, man. When I look back, man, them boys definitely came out there with a pick and roll series, man. If your ass didn't tag on that pick, when them boys, I'm talking about whether it's Blake Griffin or DeAndre Jordan, it was a lie.
Every time.
It was going upstairs. You know what I'm saying? And then shout out to Jamal Crawford too, because they had Jamal Crawford on the weak side. His ass pulling 3 from the west side, east side corner, like man, 40 going north, man. That man was shooting 40%, man. Like it was that, man. And you know, I just really salute that matchup, man. And you know, obviously they was coached under Doc Rivers, man. You know what I'm saying, man?
What's up with Doc, man? What you had to smoke with Doc then on that playoffs, man? What's up with you and Doc, bro?
Man, it wasn't no greater feeling. I ain't gonna even lie, man. To beat Doc, man, like I say, man, when I told a lot of websites this, man, a lot of podcasts this, man, you know, I wanted to stay in Boston, man. Before I came to Memphis, you know, like I said, I asked Doc and Danny Ainge, man, hey, man, give me a 3rd year, man. They wanted to re-sign me to the same deal, man. They took a lot of belief in Nate Robinson. Shout out to Nate Robinson. But, you know, after winning the championship, going to the finals, you know, I thought I was embedded to the, you know.
You're a champion. You brought a championship to the
I
city.
thought I was family to the Celtics, you know what I'm saying? And just to come here and catch them on that rebound with Doc being on the other end of the fence, you know, I felt it was my duty to come out here and go hard and, you know, go harder rather. And, beat them guys, send them guys fishing, man. It was like, man, it meant more. You know what I'm saying? Not only that, I felt like, Doc, man, damn, I felt like you should have, you know, you should have been sending for me, bro. I was one of your soldiers, man.
Doc should have looked out. One
you
of the
feel
real soldiers, yeah.
And till this day, man, you know, when I see him across the fence, man, you know, I want to feel like I want to beat Doc now. You know what I'm saying? But that's the family. You know, he obviously he drafted me, but he from Chicago. That's family. But you know, I took it personal. You know what I'm saying? And just to have that opportunity to beat them, man, it was a great feeling, man. Like I said, man, it was for the city, and we advanced to the Western Conference Finals that year.
Shit, man. Shout out to Doc, man. One of the best to ever do it, man.
Yeah,
a legend, for sure.
For sure,
Chi-Town, man.
Salute.
So now we facing OKC in the second round without Westbrook, bro. So we come in there, you already know how we feeling. They ain't got Russ. We already know this arrival. We come in, we gonna tap their ass. Russ ain't in, we gonna tap their ass. So that's what we did. We came in and I think we won that series, 4-1?
4-1. And the crazy part about all that, it's like, damn, like we got a mission, bro. Like we got a lot of cats on our team, like Quincy Pondexter, you know what I'm saying, Tayshaun Prince now. It's like we got a whole different vision and get to where we want to go now. And shout out to those guys because they kept a focus in the locker room that it was like, this more than an individual accolade. This more than you know, winning games in the season. Like we didn't already played that game and flirting and, you know, showing the city that we could actually play. Like this is the year that I actually thought like we was actually gonna win it all. And to actually, you know, come into a series where, you know, they down the player, like we're gonna take advantage. We smell blood. Like we want to finish up this season in a short matter. And like you say, we went 4-1. Obviously they was short a soldier. And I thought it was a perfect opportunity for you to understand. You can probably laugh at me with this. Like, this the series where you thought, like, all right, cool. I learned more on the defensive end because that was my matchup. And I thought that, like, a lot of his pin downs, I needed your help. The weak side, we'll depend on the backside. But whenever they did that pin down action, bro, you was up in the action. You was saying, T.A., I'm here, get back. In the pick and roll, you was show early. You would be calling on the backside, Mike, tag. Like this, I think this specific year, bro, I thought you stepped it up on the IQ side of defensively. You always been a gifted offensively, but I thought this year specifically, you helped me with that boy Durant simply because they was down a soldier, you know what I'm saying? And we took advantage of, killing the head of the snake. And I thought that was a big part, bro. I thought you played a big part in us getting out of that series, not only offensively, because you had your way with Ibaka and Perk and all those guys, but more so importantly, I thought your highlight of that series was you defensively, for real.
Sure, man. Yeah, I was ready, man. And thanks to you. Like, I thought I was a motherfucking defensive player. I thought with Coleon out there, I'm showing hard the motherfucker on Durant. I'm stamping up and everything because of you.
Did any of that laptop work I used to have? Because a lot of people don't know I used to have a laptop, bro. And I used to, them talking about the big laptops before they, they went smaller. But I used to show big fella like, yo, this how they gonna be coming with Durant. Durant was my matchup. So shit, I had to show the big fella like, this how he coming to pick and roll. This how you need to be on the help side with Steven Adams. This how you need to be coming on this invert action. And bro, this the most I ever heard you locked in, because I always got the black hole on you, bro. And so for you to lock in defensively and hit me, bro, that shit was like so G, because man, Joe, man, your focus probably might not have been there during before the game, because you had tickets and goddamn it, phone conversations and shit like that. But whenever I brought that laptop to you, killer, like, it's like, damn, TA must want to tell me something. Yeah. But I was only telling you that so that boy wouldn't bust my ass, killer. Because he was a bad motherfucker.
Man, one of the best to ever do it. Shout out to, man, my boy KD, man.
Yeah, for sure.
So, but now you had me up on my shit. Like you said, we had that playoffs, and like you said, Russell Westbrook was out. Boom, we took advantage of that. You had me on my defensive shit. We popped OKC. Well, we popped them 4-1. And we in the Western Conference Finals.
Man, that shit
it's
was
them dogs,
big,
you dig?
That shit was big,
It's
bro.
them old Spurs, man,
And just being the spearheads of, giving the city belief, me, you, Mark, and Mike, being a core forward, man, and just letting the city know, man, just be patient with us, man. We gonna try to get us to where we need to be. And just seeing the city follow behind us in that mode, man, it not only put the city behind us, but killer, like, it made a Hall of Fame coach say, you know what? I need to compete with these guys. These guys are a force, bro, which really pretty much was respect. You know what I'm saying? And I like the fact that, them folks made it their business to come out here and compete with us every night. By then, they had Kawhi Leonard then, too, so big shout out to Kawhi Leonard.
Shout out to Kawhi.
That was our entry to the Western Conference Finals. And, man, just tell me about your experience in that and how did you approach it?
Well, we's coming in. We thought, like you said, we coming in that year. Our first couple of years, we're going to the playoffs, then we know we here. We know what we got to do. So going to that Western Conference Finals and playing against San Antonio, our confidence was up. Like you said, Pop had a different plan, man. Every time I caught that motherfucker, he had
Triple
two
team.
on me. So I had to play the right way. But like you said, he said he was never going to get beat again. I think
he said that.
I think when he came in with Western Conference Final, I think he took them boys in there and told them, like, man, listen, whatever y'all do, we're not losing to Memphis again. And, they fucked over that series, and we learned a lot from it. But now we was ready, man. And we had the city behind us. And like I said, we always, no matter what, we always going to give it our all when we was out here and we was playing during that time, even during the playoffs, because we knew that we had the talent, we believed, and we had the fans behind us, and we had the confidence. So all that shit play a part, man.
And not only that, bro, it just felt like, we raised the bar for Memphis, you know what I'm saying? And obviously, a lot of played a part in us getting swept, and we wear it all in the same sleeve. Like, all right, cool. We did a lot for the city, we did a lot for the organization, but more so importantly, we made a notice to the other 29 teams across, or however many teams in the league, that hey, when you come to Memphis, this the grindhouse, man. It's out the mud. This what you gonna have to deal with when you come here. It's not no cakewalk. And that's what I like more importantly. Like, damn, we woke Pop up. Nah, this is a Hall of Fame coach. He got rings and everything.
Best to ever do
So
it.
we woke his ass up, and big salute to Pop. But more so importantly, that was an eye opener, that the stage set so high, and you got to pay attention to more possession, more attention to detail, and you know what I'm saying. That was just a lesson learned for us. You know what I'm saying? Because it was pretty much overwhelming. We got damn near 60, 70 cameras coming to get each individual interview. Like, that was a little shocking to us. You know what I'm saying? I can't even front. That's me looking at it like, looking on what they call it, hindsight, looking back, and I'm like, damn, during that time, like, I used to look at guys like Paul and taking them, getting 13, 14 cameras in front of them. I was witness that. I thought that was a little overwhelming. I thought that played a part in, us, understanding that stage. But, we take our hats off to the Spurs, man. They're a real, oil machine of an organization. And, man, that series definitely, understood what really this game about and what we need to be. But big shout out to, the Grizz Nation, and, man, we are the pioneers of out the mud and grit and grind, and Mr. We Don't Bluff, man. And we did a lot for the city, man, and that's we always gonna have that one team, one city, one goal. And I like where we finished with that. Moving on to next year, I thought like it was another year, you know what I'm saying, that, we had a good season, you know what I mean? We got to the playoffs again. It was more so grit and grind culture. By probably that time, it was We Don't Bluff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I just remember vividly, like, us getting to that Warriors series. We had so much technicalities working against us. Like, Mike Conley had the masks. We had to start off with Nick Calais start, you know what I'm saying? And pretty much this year, I'm going to tell you right now, bro, I was personally searching for that first team all defensive award, possibly defensive player of the year. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mark. He ended up getting it. Big salute.
Big Spain.
Big Spain. And specifically that series, man, I thought we competed with them at the highest level, man. You know what I'm saying? Even despite all the challenges that we had against us. And I thought, like, man, coming into that first game, man, we got to witness the C-Dub Nation. You know what I'm saying? That was the year. It was like, yo, this crowd is loud than a motherfucker. Tell me your experiences in that series, starting out game one.
Like you said, that game one series, man, was crazy. Like, I feel like the Oracle is way louder than the new arena in San Francisco. That's just my opinion. But like you said, coming in, Mike went out he had his nose broke, so we were losing one of our best players, our point guard. So guys got to step up. Who we had? Nick and our other point guard. But the guys had to step up. Mike had came back, and we thought we could battle them. I think this is when they were changing. This when Clay and Curry was hitting all them threes, and the Splash Brothers.
Career nights on us, bro.
Yeah, they did. And we battled though. We battled with them, and this is when, I think what Coach Yeague was coaching. Was Yeague the coach then? I think, you know what I mean? So just getting up on them, shooting them threes, it was a battle. You know what I mean? And running to them boys, a new wave of how they changed the game and shooting threes. We was the first ones got to deal with that shit, bro. Getting up on Curry and, can't leave Steph and Clay coming off their motherfucker busting them motherfucker boom, boom, boom.
That was our first eye-opener to, really the changing what we call the history of the game now, like the way the game is being moved now. And, everybody's going, 3-point shot. That's the way to win basketball games. And I used to look at it like, damn, bro, like they working with a small forward at the power forward. They working with a big that only accept lob dunks, and everybody else just get the freedom to shoot threes. I was like, this is a weird way of defending these guys. And I can't front, man. After, playing game one, it was like, yo, I got a feel for these guys. Like, I honestly had a feel for these guys. I know what they like to do. They like to throw it in the post. That's bluff. He don't want to score.
No.
He wants some
Pass.
assists.
He want to pass it.
And I found out, like, okay, these top cross screens is for either a backdoor or a wide open shot for everybody to react to the back cut. So what I did personally, but I don't know if you know it or not, I keyed in on Klay Thompson.
Mm-hmm.
I said, hold on, this guy's averaging 23 points a game, and these guys on ESPN is giving them so much praise. I took that with pride.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, yo, I'm going to lock in on him just to kill those points of, what they trying to do. And I kind of like boxing one. I don't know if I told you.
Yeah, you did. That's the first team.
I'm like,
and when you hit the splits on the motherfucker, you said, first team. I said,
I ain't do no
ooh.
split killer. Hold on, pause. I ain't do no split.
Well, you kind of did
killer. Hold on, time. I didn't do no split killer. I just fell, bro. Okay. My legs fell that way through the
You like splits kind of hard, nigga.
No, hold on.
It's not about some split. My fault, Coleon. You right. You right. My fault, G.
Bro, I'm a
He
G.
failed.
I'm a G.
Yeah,
I
okay.
failed.
He ain't doing no splits. Now, you athletic in a motherfucker, though.
Yo, I took that matchup personally, and basically Mike Conley came back. We was short-handed. He had a mask on his face, man. We was wounded, bro. We was wounded dogs, man. And one thing I can remember from that series is Iguodala coming to me at the end of that series, man. And y'all can quote this. Y'all can go ask him, find out if I'm capping or not. But Iguodala say, hey, man, TA, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. Y'all got us ready for what's ahead of us. And I actually ended up seeing him that following, summer in Vegas, and he was like, bro, if it wasn't for y'all, we wouldn't have been ready for that championship.
Shit.
And so big shout out to Iguodala, man. I always salute him as one of the, the best defenders in the game, man. You know what I'm saying? He done went through a lot of guys, but man, I always thought like, man, had we got through that series, bro, we was on our way. But we got the introduction to the new game of basketball, or what they play today, bro.
Them.
And the upscale basketball, and I just think, man, like, had we put a stop on that, it'd have still been the old way of basketball, inside out. So, but you tell me your feelings about that series.
Shit, I feel like you said about that series, I feel the same way, because like you said, it was a new era. We ain't playing nobody in the playoffs like Clay and Steph coming off screens. And then you remember they put Bogut on you.
I was hurt, though. I was hurt.
Was. Yes.
I had a hamstring.
You was?
I hurt my hamstring when I end up getting a steal, trying to, do all that loudmouthing. Kids, quit loudmouthing. And it's a lesson from the first team. Don't loudmouth until you win the game, until you win the series. I actually loudmouth, boom, but I had interior motives. Don't play with interior motives either. I ended up stealing the ball, going to dunk, and I should have laid it up. I'm 30-something odd years old. I sure laid it up off the glass. I pulled my hamstring on layup, and I was hurt, and Steve Kerr looked like a wizard. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to Steve Kerr.
Shout out to Coach Kerr.
But I was hurt, but finished though, my bad.
Nah, but like you saying, man, coming in with them boys, man, they changed the game, and we learned, you know what I mean, playing against that. Like, that was our first time. We was big, still playing a big way. And they were
inside out basketball.
We was playing inside out, and they were playing the small way. So it was kind of like the shooting team against the in the paint team. You know what I mean? Like, we play a different style. We throwing the ball to the bigs, and they're playing on the perimeter. They're picking the roll and throwing the ball in the post to Bogut. He don't want to shoot it. He looking for Draymond. They looking for the assist to Steph, Clay, or their shooters, and so that opened up a lot for us in the game, and it changed the game, like you said, in which it is to now, the small ball, and you got the guys just, small forwards playing power forward and center, and picking and popping and having the lane open. So, like you said, it was an introduction.
Yeah, and just to bring out some fun facts of that series, like Dub Nation, I want y'all to know specific. What the camera? This the camera? Dub Nation, I want y'all to know. I was so locked in to Klay Thompson. Like, I guess it's a pride thing. It's an ego thing. It's one of those situations where, you want to compete at the highest level. I was so focused in on trying to lock down Klay Thompson. When I walked in and the kids, you know, dance activity on the the timeout, you know, dance routine. I wasn't trying to. You remember this? Do you remember this?
Yeah.
I walked in through their celebration or they walked through their dance routine, and I was so focused in. I walked in, I looked, by the time I got to where this Grizzly head was at, I looked, I said, oh shit, I done walked through a whole routine. Killer, I tried to shake the little man hand. Oh, there you go, little man. Way to dance, little man. There you go.
Like, get your ass out the way.
Man, I look up, man, it's about 1,000 boos in them. Boo, boo. They got me on a jumbotron, bro. It blew me. But so to Dub Nation, bro, I apologize sincerely. Sincerely, man. It was a competition, man. Game within the game. I was trying to shut down my opponent. But man, other than that, man, I just thought, man, like we kind of prepared those guys to go through some of the toughest of the toughest to get to where they need to be. So big salute to them, man. Like I say, that's all part of out the mud, grit and grind. Well, you know, we gonna bring the best out of everybody, man, because coming here, man, you got to get your mind right. You feel what I'm saying? So it was all good. Obviously, we ended up skipping over Portland, man. I apologize. All due respect, man. That's the team you got drafted from. You know what I'm saying? That's a team you pretty much made your name. That's a team you pretty much met all your OGs who gave you the game, who set the way for you to even come and play this game, man. Talk about that series with Portland, man, when they had that infamous C.J. McCollum and Dame Lillard. That backcourt was a duo to be reckoned with.
Like you said, man, them battles with Portland, man, and that Portland battle before we got, like you said, we skipped over Portland. And that was our first round before we got to get Golden State, you know, in the second round. And coming to Portland, you know, I was geeked up, bro. You know, getting to play where I started at to compete, that's like us playing against Boston in the playoffs. You're going to be helly geek. So just coming back, you know, I think we were a little older and mature. We knew what we wanted to do. So we catching that young Portland team. They young. And we run through and we got Dame. You know, we got to focus on Dame and try to, you know, cover Dame and with your help. And, you know, you put me up on the defensive end. We locked in on Portland and put all our focus on Dame. And we got to, you know, I think we beat them 4-0. We swept them.
4-1.
4-1. What Pop them did us.
Pretty much.
So, yeah, you know, just playing against Portland, man, just having that chance to play against them in the playoffs and, you know, having the edge, still having that chip on the shoulder. You know, that's where they drafted me at. So coming into Portland, I wanted to win and playing against them young guys. We had a veteran team that year during the playoffs, and we took advantage of that, and we got on their ass. You know what I mean?
So pretty much a more added motivation.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? More
right.
Paying attention to detail, more sense of urgency to get past this round. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, those guys was young, man, and that arena was definitely electrifying, if I can remember, man. I mean, those guys, the Rose guys. I mean, those guys was up for the fight, man. You get fans saying, "Hey, Tony, sit the fuck down." I mean, that motherfucker like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all got it.
Y'all got it. Them folks look like they won't come out the stands. You know what I'm saying? But more so importantly, man, I ain't gonna lie, I remember that. I remember that day, man. That's the infamous series where, you know, and you might laugh at this, but that's the infamous, you know, the phone situation. You got a lot of flack for that.
Man, I had the phone. Man, I ain't supposed to show the motherfucking phone. I had a flip phone. Playoff. We fucking them up. I think this might have been our second, third game. We in Portland.
Right.
And I'm on my phone. It's a flip phone. And it's before the game. I'm on this motherfucker. Man, that motherfucker came with me. And the reporter filmed me with the phone. Ain't nobody said, oh, you know, I'm old school. So I got the flip. I'm on the joint. Hey, that shit go viral, man.
It go viral. It's one of the moments, man. It's one of the moments, man.
Funny,
but I thought it was funny, man. But more so importantly, we got the last laugh simply because we 4-1 they ass. You know what I'm saying? They was talking all this stuff about Dame Lillard, you know, which he is who he is. No, let's not get nothing twisted. But he was a young guy to us. You know, we thought we was the veterans in that series. We thought, you know, this was our series to win. And we went in there and took advantage in that series simply with the added motivation of you being drafted there. And, you know, you wanted to be able to come out there with that win. And we was your troops to even follow through with that. So, yeah, man, big shout out to that. But, yeah,
shout
man,
out
that
to
don't
Portland,
go unnoticed.
man. Great organization, man.
You know, leaving the Grizzlies. Yeah. You know, leaving the Grizzlies.
Bittersweet, man.
Yeah, what you said, a bittersweet feeling. And I was forced to, sign with the, Pelicans. You was forced to sign with the Sacramento Kings. And obviously you took Coach Dave Yeager with you. Y'all was over there
Shout out to my boy Yeager.
Yeah, shout out to Yeager. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was over there together. But I thought, leaving here, man, I thought, building the culture, building the vibe, building the understanding, where the fans understand your work ethics, not only on the court, but off the court as well. I thought that was the toughest part, man. Having the community behind you and then having to go to another city and just try to, implement those same things. Tell me how it was in Portland, and then I'll tell you how it was at the Pelicans.
And you know what? Like you said, to iterate on what you're saying about leaving the team, when you come in, any player, you ask them, they've been somewhere for a while, you get comfortable, you get used to community, used to being around there, they don't want to leave. So for us, 2017 was a tough year for me, for you too, because, we had so many years to try to win it and we almost got there, but we didn't get all the way to the championship that we wanted to bring the city what we thought we was going to do. So that year, we understand the game is changing. Like I said, we just get beat by, I think, San Antonio beat us. I mean, not San Antonio, but Golden State beat us that year, and the game is changing. So, we wanted to be here, and it didn't happen. We came that year. I think they put me on the bench. I wasn't starting. I think you were starting. And at the end of the year, I was a free agent. And I wanted to come back to Memphis, and this was where we paved the way. We brought the grit and grind, and I wanted to be here. So me leaving Memphis 2017, I didn't want to do that. You know what I mean? Because, honestly, I didn't want to do that. And I would have, if Memphis would have said, Zebo, here go, 2 for 5, I probably would have stayed. Because that's the much love I got for this organization and the community and how much I love the city of Memphis. So that was tough for me. That was a tough year, bro, leaving Memphis after all the time that we put here and spent and paving the way and, finishing up because I thought they was going to offer me a contract, but they didn't. So, like I said, God has a plan, man. And, I just looked at it like, okay, this is the way we pay. This is what we paved. We paved the way. We got here. We started grit and grind. We left hard work. We left integrity, community. We're going to fight for our brothers. We instilled that with this organization. And so it carried on. So when I went to Sacramento my last 2 years before I retired, I had great years of Sac. Shout out to the Kings. That organization was the city, man. I had a great time. They showed me nothing but love. But yeah, that 2017 season was tough, man.
Yeah, it was definitely tough, man. I ain't gonna lie. Coming from an organization, man, I ain't gonna lie that, that did everything, the first class way, man, from, coming in, getting, breakfast in the morning with a chef, from coming in, flying, the right way. You get what I'm saying? From the top-notch coaching, the top-notch training, to going to the Pelicans, man, and just, feeling like I was back in AAU. You know what I'm saying? You understand the difference in organizations, and you also get humbled and realize, hey, man, this is where you want to be. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of like you say, a bittersweet situation. Man. Obviously, I got recruited. I got recruited through DeMarcus Cousins and Rajon Rondo. Those guys called me through that offseason and was like, yo, come play with us, bro. We need you to be that, that missing piece of the puzzle. Obviously, I wanted to be that veteran locker room guy, if I wasn't going to be the lockdown defender, that I always thought I was. But, life got us, basketball got a simple way of, humbling you. And I thought that was the most humbling experience in my NBA career. And I thought, like, damn, this was the end right here. If I don't make it pop right here, it won't be no more years after this. And just to see that season, come to its downfall and, playing in an organization that, that really didn't do things in a top-notch way, you know what I mean? And it kind of opened my eyes to like, yo, this probably the end for me. And, but I also looked at the situation you was in. You look around the league, you look at guys, and I saw you was in a good situation. You was over there with Yag, you know what I'm saying? And you got minutes, things of that nature. And I also got a chance to witness you coming into the Pelicans arena, you know, making the infamous saying the bullies don't get
Where
bullied.
the bullies get bullied.
Well, bullies get bullies, and actually having the 30-point game that game. And
got the W.
And got the W, man. And you know, I'm going to tell y'all something funny about that day when he was actually, you know, talking smack, you know, making his, you know, mark of, you know, bullies get bullies. He kept looking at me like, you know, we was in that same grand house locker room, like as if, hey, TA, what's up, TA? Yeah. But he hitting 3 step backs and ones. He's my opponent at this time. So I'm like, damn, bro, quit calling my name. We is not cool, bro. You're not on my team, bro. Get the fuck on. Get your ass out of here. And he was killing, so it fucked me up like, damn, both still in the groove. Yeah. And so it's like, damn, man, like I'm like, yo, I want to be out there trying to triple team his ass. I know it's all his tendencies, but he hitting fadeaway and one buckets, into the buzzer threes. I'm like, Zebo's still active. So for my situation, it was a little different from yours. And like I say, man, I didn't want to leave this motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie. And that goes to show for both of us, man. We wanted to be here. You said you were signed for less. Here it is. You an average $20 million a year guy, and you would take willingly the less of the less. And so it just shows our heart for this grand house, this place where, you know, we actually came together and made history. And I don't know, man. We here, man. This is the Out the Mud, man. And like I say, man, it just bring me back to damn near tears thinking about leaving this motherfucker.
A lot of great times in the FedEx, man, in the grind house, man. The shit we built, the shit we paved, man, and shit we here today giving back, man. We Grizzlies for life, you know what I mean? And we gonna bleed blue. And you dig. Coleon, man, out the mud, man.
Out the mud,
you
man.
dig.